Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats about gear I use, all things real world experience for me. So, if I go into a restaurant and I ask the waiter or waitress, how's the XYZ dinner? And they say, oh, it's really good. And I say, how's this one? And they say, it's really good. And I say, tell me what isn't good. Because we need to know what is good to know that there is such a thing as range. Everything can't be good. If you say everything's good, then maybe you're just saying that. And if my show is about all the things that I just love, well, do I really? Or am I just pulling out the things that I happen to like, or am I excluding the things I don't like? So as you can guess, today I'm going with something that I want to like more than I do. This is the Billingham bag. I bought this probably 10 years ago I think it was probably off Craigslist. And I love it. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's wonderful. But it's a little bit floppy for me. When you open up the straps, it's got this inside part. It's got this inside part that's kind of like these loose little baffles. There's no padding really. It's just sort of like I can't even show you, it's so floppy. It's just so, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like it has much structure. And now you can say a Domke doesn't either, but a Domke has a little bit of a heavier canvas and their insert has a little bit of structure. But this insert doesn't. And I throw a Leica in there, I throw a Rolleiflex in there, and I hold it on my shoulder. But I want to like it more than I do. And I'll still use it. I might get into a kick where I say, oh, you know what, I'm going to go back to that. Or I'm going to put something else in there. I'm going to put a Crown Royal bag inside as a little bit of a padding underneath of it. And I'm going to do something with it. But everybody touts Billingham bags, and I do too. I like them. But sometimes I don't think this is my favorite. I like the little stowaway because it's small and it does have some structure. But because this got bigger, I like the fact it's not real deep. Like some of them they do have that are really, really deep. They're big, giant camera bags. I don't want a big, giant camera bag. But for a small, thinner bag, I just wish it weren't so floppy. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Does anybody else use a Billingham and go, yeah, it wouldn't be bad if it had a little bit more structure? And like I said, coming from the Domke world where I've touted the Domkes, and I love how they're kind of soft canvas, but they do have some kind of a structure to them. And this one feels like the whole thing just wants to fold up all the time. And if I'm holding cameras in there that have, you know, like a Nikon FM2, I can almost feel it hitting me when I'm wearing it on the shoulder because the walls are kind of thin. It's kind of got that soft material. So I love Billingham. Billingham makes great quality work. And I like their smaller bags more than I like that. And I even have a larger bag that I keep a 4x5 in. And even that feels too big. That one, I think, it's great for that one 4x5, but it really is too big for anything else. In fact, it's so deep that cameras go to here, and then it's like the rest of it is just a bunch of air, and I don't want to put things on top of the cameras. So it's almost like it's good for that 4x5. It's not good for any other camera that I have. This one, I like the idea of, just wish it had a little more structure. And maybe it's just the way I use it, but it always feels like it's kind of floppy, foldy, and it's just personal experience, real world experience here. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks to all my supporters, and I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. Maybe something I like more. As always, here's the good light.